As you plan your summer vacations, are you concerned at all about your carbon footprint? InsureMyTrip is out with their list of the world's best destinations for sustainable travel, and Portland is the second best rated U.S. city. Joining us this morning is InsureMyTrip CEO Suzanne Morrow. Thanks so much for joining us, Suzanne.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, so first, can you just tell me how this study was conducted and what was taken into consideration when you guys made the list?
Sure. For this particular study, we analyzed relevant ecotourism and destination sustainability metrics. So those metrics came from a group called Global Destination Sustainability Movement. So they put together an index, and in that index, there's data points that consist of the latest research available from a lot of different reputable sources. So some of the metrics include ecotourism metrics, which is population, number of walking tours, percentage of green certified hotels, also destination sustainability metrics, carbon emissions per capita, pollution, quality of green space, and walkability.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about the results. What did you guys find?
Yeah, so what we found is looking at 50 different US cities. We found that San Jose, California is the best rated city for sustainable tourism in the US, followed by Portland. So the only reason why San Jose ranked slightly higher is because of the shorter walking distance to basic amenities. So that's a big deal to folks of like how long does it take you to walk places? So Portland still comes out ahead among other US cities. So some of the other ones included in the top 10 list were Boston, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Las Vegas. Not gonna lie, Las Vegas surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, that surprises me too. I mean, do you know off the top of your head why they were ranked higher than you'd expect?
I think I'm just stereotyping Las Vegas if I'm truly transparent, but they do have a lot of easily walkable, walking tours and other things that go into consideration for that. So.
Yeah. What about internationally? I know there was, one city ranked above everything else in the world.
Yep, that would be Helsinki. It tops the list as the most sustainable travel destination, had strong performance across a lot of the metrics that we look at. So, I'm not surprised by that. Typically, Europe is, it's more walkable when you're in cities, and just it's a different infrastructure from how the United States was built and how our cities were built out.
Yeah. Besides Las Vegas, is there anything else that surprised you about the results of the study?
So I guess there's a dramatic difference in the average carbon footprint per capita in global cities compared to US cities. So the research found that average carbon emission output per capita in the US cities included in the study is at 17.7 tons of CO2 compared to global cities in the study, which have an average carbon emissions output per capita of 10.7 tons of CO2. This highlights that US cities still have a ways to go to kind of reduce our carbon emissions. So the other part was the walkability piece. So San Jose and Portland, 1 and 2, the average walkability score lags behind global cities. So the average walking time to the closest cities globally was 14 minutes, while average walking time to amenities in US is 28. So
wow,
we're a little bit behind in pedestrian-friendly infrastructure.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, we all see it. What prompted this study in the first place? Like, are you guys seeing more people concerned about traveling sustainably?
So over I want to say the last probably 5 or 6 years, the ecotourism market has been growing. So travelers are increasingly looking to travel to more eco-friendly places, and sustainability has become a lot more talked about in terms of where folks want to go. And, obviously you hear a lot about reducing your own personal carbon footprint. So I think people are starting to look more and more at what their travel does to affect that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know airplanes and jets take up a lot of that. So all of us Portlanders, we can just stay here and be sustainable, I guess, in our sustainable city.
It's a beautiful city. So can understand why people would both want to live there as well as travel there.
Love it. Suzanne Morrow, the CEO of InsureMyTrip. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Very interesting.
Thank you for having me.